Hello, 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 hello. It's Sean Brady here with another fabulous podcast for Medici Marketplace. And I am here with the one, the only, the fabulous
Mich Hancock. Hello.
Welcome, Mich. How are you?
I am fine. Thank you for having me on your podcast.
Thank you for being here. We are talking Medici Marketplace.
Yes.
And a lot of people are beginning to know what that is. A lot of people don't know what it is. But we identified here at Medici Media Space a bunch of different fun people that are, we're losing our connection over there, but that's okay. We're still recording here.
Yes.
So we're also recording this live via Facebook on two different accounts. But right now, for the podcast purposes, Medici Marketplace. You were one of the people that were definitely identified to be one of the Marketplace members.
Oh.
And
I feel super honored by that, by the way.
And a lot of people don't know what you do, though. I mean, I know what you do.
It's a big secret. I don't tell people. They just let me show up and become parts of things. No, I will tell. I'm happy to tell everybody what I do.
Yeah, what do you do?
So, one part of my world is 100th Monkey Media.
100th Monkey Media.
Do you want to know why?
I do want to know why.
Do you know
and then I have
why
another
I would
question
name
about that.
something so weird?
No. Why would you name it so weird? Yes.
Okay, well, so there is, if you look this up, you'll see there's a 100th monkey phenomenon.
Okay.
And it was a group of scientists. They were studying a colony of monkeys on this little island in Japan. And they noticed that one of the monkeys had figured out if she took the sweet potato, which was all covered in sand, over to the stream and washed off the sand, that's like totally a better way to eat your sweet potato, right?
Yes.
And they said little by little, all the other monkeys began to take up this habit. And by the 100th monkey, it became the new way of doing things for this colony of monkeys. So it's the tipping point, and that's how I looked at social media.
Right.
I mean, when it first came out and someone said Facebook to you, you're like, what? Huh? What is it?
Right.
And you were like, I don't really know what you're talking about. And then next thing you turn around and everybody's on Facebook.
Right.
So it's the tipping point.
Huh.
So that's why I named my company 100th Monkey Media.
I don't want to be dating myself, but I kind of remember that with email.
Well, I did too. I remember with email. Can I go off and just talk about different things?
Yes.
Okay, so this was my favorite thing about email was when it first came out, how many people could not understand how to use it. And so it's like I would email them and then they would call me.
Huh.
Right? Or do you remember voicemail when that first came out?
Yes, and cell phones.
So voicemail, I would call, I thought it was fabulous, right? And I could call someone and say, hey, whoever, this is Mich, I need to know the following pieces of information for you. Please call me. Thinking when they get my voicemail, they will leave that information. Instead, you get, hey, Mich, got your call. Call me back. And I'm like, wait, do you guys not get how this voicemail thing works?
Right.
So it takes a while for some people, I think, to just kind of figure out what do I do with this new thing. I for whatever reason, I seem to adopt it all pretty easily.
You're an early adopter.
Well, and that's why I like social media.
You're one of the first monkeys.
Monkey number one, right here, man.
Certainly in the top 10.
So what do we do?
So, Medici Marketplace.
Yes.
Let's bring it back to that. So Medici.
Well, should I tell you what I do so you know what I do?
Yes, 100th Monkey.
We forgot to. We have to
established the name.
We have to go to close that circle.
Yes. We're closing the monkey circle.
So it's very simple. We help you to create an awesome social media digital presence. So we will post 2 pages for our clients, and you have to post. Sorry, I know people don't like to hear this, but the reason why you post on your social media is so that when someone looks you up, which they will stalk you digitally before they will pick up the phone and start doing business with you. I know, we're back. It's back and forth. People are probably what was she talking about? I wonder, because she went away. When they are stalking you digitally, they want to see that you are a fully functioning business.
Yes.
And they get a feel for who you are via the types of posting you're doing. So that's one step that's very organic, touchy-feely kind of stuff. And then from there, we can talk about running campaigns and such so that you are drawing people all out there that don't know you exist. Because what do we not do? We do not do Field of Dreams marketing. Build it and they will come. No.
That doesn't happen.
Build it, market it very well, and then they will come. And so that is how then we draw the outside people that don't know you exist, that really do want to be a part of your world in. And then they get to know you and feel happy with you and So the joke I have about 100th Monkey Media is that we have multiple personality disorder, but in a good way. So we take on the personality of all of our various clients and their pages.
That makes sense.
And so we think about it like, here's how we want to talk about them. Here's the voice we want to have. Here's the types of things we want to talk about on that.
And I've seen some of the behind-the-scenes stuff for some of her clients. And there's a lot of moving parts to that.
There's a lot of moving parts. And, one of the other things that's super important that we do is we also do the management. And so if people are talking to you on your social media, we're talking back to them. We're finding out. These days, people literally will not pick up the phone and go, hey, what are your hours today? If they can't find out your hours or are you open on certain holidays or whatever, they will message your Facebook page.
Right.
So we are always talking to our clients about, do you have any special hours coming up? What's going on with you? We have to look like we are sitting in your office and we know all about you. So you have to feed the monkeys, right? You have to feed the monkeys so that the monkeys can represent you. So really social media in many ways is also a big part of your customer service.
Yes.
And we help with all of that.
And that's one of the things why, I've been playing, as you know, with all these different mediums and social media, whether it be Facebook Live or the podcast recordings. And I've learned so much from you, particularly, and a bunch of other people out there, too. But one of the neat things that, and I don't want to say it this way, but when my business grows up and works with a business like yours, is there a certain tipping point for that? Like
I think
what's a good fit?
So we actually do have a solopreneur plan that we've put out there that's a little baby stepping stone into all of this, because what we have found is you get really busy in your business and then you quit posting. And then you forget that and then you're like, oh my gosh, I haven't posted for like a week. You run in there and you try to fill up with posts. No. You want consistency and you want to make sure you've got a good mix and what have you. So solopreneurs find it wonderful when they have this person that's making sure their posts are going out. But at the same time on that plan, we do ask that you give us some advertising dollars to use with Facebook. So we can just boost some posts and run some likes campaigns, because we can slowly grow your presence that way.
Yeah. And again, from personal experience, what's great about that is you know how to do that. And, my own experience is it's like, oh, did this really... I think I did something and I got this wonderful response and I see all these numbers and data and things like that, but it doesn't equate to anything.
Right, I got what you're saying.
Right.
Well, and also the thing is, too, is that Facebook can be very confusing. It's not like Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, I don't know why, he totally should do this, does not call me and say, Mich, hey,
Mark,
we're doing this today.
100th Monkey Media, give her a shout.
I represent you very well, by the way, sir. Since we're looking at so many pages,
right,
we will know, we were running contests, and these contests were going great, and we were getting lots of likes on all the pages. And then one day, it all stopped. Why did it stop? And so now we're looking at it, we're like, what happened? Well, from our point of view, we now know this isn't something that the client is doing wrong or we're doing wrong. It's something's up. So now you keep an eye on it. Why is Facebook doing it? Well, then Facebook came out and said, we don't want anybody actively asking for likes. The bummer thing about that is that they really were talking to the people who were just constantly asking for likes, which we would never do, because that's annoying. We were only looking for likes when we're like, hey, like our page, we're running a contest. We are asking for you to take a chance and like our page to a targeted audience, right? So that you will become a part of our world, but you might win something.
So for the audience out there, it's important if you like something to actually like it.
Well, yeah.
Because it makes a difference.
Well, and that's how you get to know the company better. Because Facebook especially is not all business, right?
Yes.
It's a very transparent place to be. So you're showing off your business, but you're also showing your staff and what are you doing for the community? What are you doing with charities? How are you as a business? Do your people look like they like each other? Are they going out to lunch? And,
right.
You have a feel for if a company is hiring people that are, hey, I like being a part of this company, and here are my coworkers, I'm having lunch, and now we all went to the baseball game. It says a lot about your company.
Yeah, it sure does.
Yeah.
Social media.
Fabulous place to be.
Social.
So that's what 100th Monkey Media does.
I love that.
And then because of Medici Marketplace, I've got awesome partners.
Exactly. So what's your view on Marketplace, and how would you describe it to people who never have heard one of these podcasts before?
All right, this is my favorite thing about what this Marketplace is all about, because I, as a business, really don't want to hire 27 people to work for me.
Why not?
Because then I got to manage 27 people. I mean, then I'm like getting away from what I love to do. So with Medici Marketplace, the beautiful thing about it is, one, it's a bunch of businesses that love what they do. We're entrepreneurs, which means we work our tails off for everything.
You wake up and you're thinking about it.
So when you're thinking about a corporation, and the 80-20 rule, where
Right.
they've got like 20% of the people actually do the work. Well, entrepreneurs, we like work our stuff.
Right.
So now you have this room full of entrepreneurs that 100% work their stuff.
Right.
And then we all know each other, we all trust each other, we all have the Medici mindset. And what we can now do is offer to companies, large companies, the full holistic marketing.
Right.
With a whole bunch of different aspects and really a mind share that it really is incredible.
Right.
I mean, we get around a table together and
It's awesome.
the Medici magic happens, and we come up with amazing ideas for these companies. I mean, you know it, and you've seen it in their eyes. We sit down with a company, we strategize with them, come up with ideas, and they get that glowy, oh my gosh, I have so found the place to be.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
You're getting
I
a
have
phone
a
call.
phone call, but it'll stop.
It'll stop.
Sorry,
and they're not in your database.
Well, and I can already tell it's one of those fake phone calls
Fake
where
phone
somebody's
caller.
going to be like, "Hey, we got to talk about that $250,000 loan, like that I somehow spaced in my mind."
Oh yeah, I forgot to renew that.
That's right. It's Joe calling about the loan.
Oh yeah, I
haven't
need
gotten
a
back
lower
with him.
rate. Absolutely, I never had a
I
loan with
love
you.
those kind of calls. Like, I want to know the person that's like,
Oh, we can lower your credit card
silly
rates.
them. They don't know they called the wrong number. I'm going to call them
Exactly.
and get that $250,000 loan.
And as you can tell, Mich and I like to go off on fun tangents.
Yeah, that's just my world. That's what I do.
It is.
Sorry, I can't. I cannot. I'm all all over the place.
But that's what it makes everybody great at Medici, because everybody, and you've heard this if you're listening to the podcast, and you may have seen this if you've been to Medici. Everybody is their own entrepreneur, their own
Right.
person, and they're certainly their own personality. And because there's a array of that, we all understand
Right.
that. And I know Art Snarzik, he has helped me particularly. How do you work with these other personality types? Or how do you work with the same personality types?
But and it's so important to have all of them because so I'm a promoter is the personality type that
Yep.
I have been told I have, and a promoter is the person that they say I know no strangers, and I walk in a room and I know lots of people, and I'm all like hi, you
Right.
know, and a promoter personality is really awesome for getting people to fall in love with your brand, and you want that person that is posting for you needs to be
Right.
like a great personality, right? They, and so and all the people I work with, they get it. They get that personality thing. But then you need your analytical people.
Sure do.
So like you don't want me working with the analytical side of things because numbers, what? Accounting, huh? What? But I have partners that know how to do it.
Right.
So
and not just know how to do it, love to know to do it.
Love to do it and are good at it.
Yes.
And so that's why we can present this holistic marketing solution to these companies out there because I know exactly who to put into place. I mean, if I'm talking to a company, I can say, here's the people I need to bring to the table for this company. And then what'll normally happen is I'll talk to everybody and they'll be like, hey, do you know so-and-so? Do you know who's going to do this now? And you're like, awesome, bring them in.
Yep.
Yay. And then the magic happens. And everybody's life is perfect after that.
Perfectly perfect. All the time.
See, isn't that awesome that we can do that?
That's awesome. Well, Mich Hancock, thank you for this fabulous episode. I know we'll have you on more for
Why not?
Medici Marketplace, and I know we'll be talking to you in just a moment for some other things as well.
Well, thank you, Sean Brady. I appreciate it.
All right, hold on just a second, and we'll get a little fun stuff here.
All right.
And we'll see you all on social media.
Yes, see you there. That was one podcast we did.
That's one down. I was just giving you.
It's so happy.
And like we're a little bit drowned out in the background over the clap. It's fun.